And we desire, as people,
gender liberation for all.
Gender liberation for all.
And now it's over to you.
And now it's over to you.
If you have ideas.
If you have ideas.
Or questions.
Or questions.
Bring it and we'll hear it.
Bring it and we'll hear it.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
I have an echo.
I have an echo.
I was involved in the early days of gay liberation.
I was involved in the early days of gay liberation.
And things, we changed, but things have also stayed the same.
Things have changed, but things have also stayed the same.
Now, the question I have, I feel, this may be a question and or a statement.
This may be a question or a statement.
The best place to start
The best place to start
is our relationships
is our relationships
with our closest friends.
with our closest friends.
Because
Because
I try to be conscious
I try to be conscious
when I have to feel good
when I have to feel good.
and for some, let me get this right, that I don't want to feel good
That I don't want to feel good
because someone else has to feel bad.
because someone else has to feel bad.
Equal relationships
Equal relationships
are very difficult.
are very difficult.
I know
I know
I sometimes feel pleasure
I sometimes feel pleasure
when someone else fails
when someone else fails
because it makes me feel good.
because it makes me feel good.
I don't like that about myself.
I don't like that about myself.
We have to be a conscious generation.
We have to be a conscious generation.
We have to see, why am I trying to feel better than the next person?
We have to say, why am I trying to feel better than the next person?
Am I that insecure?
Am I that insecure?
I am.
I am.
To what extent
To what extent
is this
is this
a product
a product
of capitalism?
of capitalism?
It starts above
Starts above
and it trickles its way down.
and it trickles its way down.
We have to see
We have to see
that even with the best intentions,
that even with the best intentions,
we fall into the trap.
we fall into the trap.
So when people say,
So when people say,
what can we do?
what can we do?
Look at your relationships.
Look at your relationships.
Because it all comes out in the soup.
Because it all comes out in the soup.
So the question is,
So the question is,
do you agree?
do you agree?
Are there any other questions?
Because then,
Because then.
the big thing was the person who was political.
The personal was political.
And it still is.
And it still is.
So don't try to bullshit other people.
Don't try to bullshit other people.
Don't try to have your way at someone else's expense.
Don't try to have your way at someone else's
Because
expense.
if you're doing that,
Because you're doing that,
you're no better than the 1%.
you're no better than the 1%.
It's that mentality that takes you there.
That mentality that takes you there.
Thank you.
Thank you.